Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know that I can pace it. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put $100 savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with a bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me trying to LMP. Sync up, pulled up in the thing up, whip. This ain't Pepto Biz with this pink stuff. Is on tummy. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't feel me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, going heavy on something, trying to see me on something while I'm compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't telling what you been going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in the bag. I'm like, better get a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating.
It seems like only yesterday we were here for Super Bowl 52 and now back for the road to the Super Bowl here in the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an NFC wildcard matchup between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Minnesota Vikings. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Murray now on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Tyreek Hill, 75 yards. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Greg Zuerlein set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Sanders first carry of the game. Oh, what a move. And a Reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Past the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position past the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Mixon, the ball.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A gain of 6 yards.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Here's Murray from midfield. The kicker here, it's complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Play fake. Murray. And going deep for Hill. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Working out of the gun. Love. The right side here, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. This will be a Vikings first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Sanders. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find the hole.
His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Love now. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 17-yard line. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Tackle made at the 16.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Trying to run forward with Pollard. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. These two teams all tied after one. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Run for Pollard. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Good first step. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. From 3 yards out. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Firing quickly here, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down.
Buccaneers.
From the gun, Murray. Flushed out right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Murray. A heavy rush, and down he goes. Daniil Hunter just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now, their last 2 drives, both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows your defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
A big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. And right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Play fake. Here's Love. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
The 35-yard line.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. To throw now. Here's Love. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 7 yards, the pick up there.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 22. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Taken down at the 19-yard line.
On play action. Love to throw. On the move to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Here's Pollard. And for the moment, this will be a first down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. So the big tight end holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Play action this time with Love. And that is incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Field goal. A 38-yard attempt.
And the 13-year man puts it through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive, capture the field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Pat O'Donnell set to kick off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 20.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Following the interception, Love. Wide open receiver, complete. And all the way down to the 39. A big play there for Minnesota. 41 yards.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
30-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Love, they go play action now. It's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Vikings take over.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Incomplete on the default. Landon Collins on the coverage.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Off the play fake, Love. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Off the play fake, Love. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. This time is now run out on this first half of action. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Ashawn Robinson on the stop. A gain of 2.
Love from the gun on third down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
9-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's Pollard again. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal.
They'll run with Pollard, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something
Heads up.
to make it.
It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Tyreek Hill. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in for the podcast.
I just grab a nugget when I can.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we game set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off play action. Love. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They run the counter. Pollard. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
Made by Jayon Brown.
Love now on 2nd down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Sanders there with a 1st down carry that might have gotten a yard, if that. 2nd down. In the 1st half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
They just do get the playoff. Love going to throw it. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 15-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Pollard. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Off the play fake. Love. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
Tackle made back at the 22-yard line.
3rd and long for Love. And that will be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Stuck up on for the field goal. A 39-yard attempt.
Succop's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Shotgun now from Murray. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. And going deep for Hill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 27. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Off play action. Love. that's about. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Off the play fake. Love. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. He'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the Bucs 40-yard line.
Intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly. Down, blitz coming, and down he goes. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Murray, they'll set up the screen here to mix him. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that on your center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never. Now, and intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Darius Slay with a pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ballgame again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
He was looking for Chris Godwin that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
Throwing again. Murray. Now they go screen. It's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
To Joe Mixon. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun. Murray. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now Murray again. Off the screen pass. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
15-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Daniil Hunter in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
I remember throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 12, and this one will be brought back to the 22. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to...
Intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, at 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And to the 12, that's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
The 30-yard line.
Play action. Love. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Love from the gun. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards. They just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
First down, going to the air with Love. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Off the play fake. Love. He'll fire one deep for Westbrook. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I remember Coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. To the air again. Love. There's that man again. It's complete. Touchdown. Vikings. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Throwing on first down is Murray. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mark Andrews there to make the grab. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And that will cut this lead down to 13.
Score Vikings 33, Buccaneers 20. Greg Zuerlein set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And the Vikings will continue on in these playoffs as we say so long, everybody.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.